she doesn't want them, we'll take them. We're not gonna steal, but if she doesn't want them... I have a key. I have a funny key. They'll be disappointed. I cannot stay here. He left us something else, too. Hello? The key. We can open it with the funny key. It fits! We won!
My gate!
Oh!
Our gate! Yes, sir. You are right. You broke the key! You broke the key of the lock! No, she broke it. You make a mess of things! Yes, sir. Do you want to be here forever? No, sir. I am disappointed. Yes, I know you are, and I apologize. Pick this up! Yes, sir. Pick this up now! You know what the captain says. Clean garden, clean conscience, sir. Do not let this happen again! No, sir. Do not let this happen again! No, sir. Do you wish to see the light of day? Yes, sir, I do.
Welcome, old friend, to my domain, a land lit by moonlight and sodden by rain. The girl you are guiding will need your assistance to conquer the giant's most dreadful resistance. But your Omni-View powers were sadly corrupted back when her escape was last interrupted. Though do not despair, for you have one ability which may set her free of this evil facility. Her phone is equipped with an immune streak cord, the data I seek and prodigiously hoard. That shovel before you was left by the giant. If you scan it for me, I would be most compliant. The knowledge it yields is absolute treasure. We'll look out for each other, measure for measure.
I wish to discuss something. Where is that steamroller of yours?
Mama? In the office.
He sleeps most hours of the day.
If something unfortunate were to compromise our research in any way, and this goes for both of you, I want you to execute Directive 95.
Is the arrival at risk?
Are we expecting an attack, sir?
I expect nothing, but I anticipate everything. If this zone is boarded by any government agency, or if we are aggressed by terrorist action, you will carry out 95. Understood? Dr. Amar, you look sour.
It is... Sir, I am afraid I cannot personally execute such a directive.
Dr. Perez.
We are scientists.
Then you will enlist the skill set of someone or something that is willing to break a mirror for metamorphosis. Do you know of someone like this?
We do, sir.
When he wakes up, we will explain it to him.
I wish...
That gate was a dead end, but there may be a door somewhere in this graveyard that we can explore. For here in God's acre, where souls come to rot, is a way to the next world, and X marks the spot.
The theoretical state of DNA is that you could store the total world information, which is 120 petabytes, at least in 2011, at about 4 times the DNA. The theoretical state of DNA is that you could store the total world information, which is 120 petabytes, at least in 2011, at about 4 times the DNA.
Can you open this?
It appears you are trying to open a door in a way that won't work but used to before. It requires a PIN code which you don't possess. In addition to that, your Omni's a mess. Until all your powers are working again, keep an eye out for the relevant PIN.
I'll pick this up.
These petri dish samples were earlier means of storing all knowledge within human genes. To play back an encrypted audio scene, look for the sequencing data machine.
No more mirrors. Bells in the morning. Haven't seen a thing. Your trick isn't over. Keep watch. Yes, sir, we will. What do you see? Nothing, sir.
we should respect the dead.
Stephen Dardanning, former editor of the Evening Standard, is gone. And with him, a legacy people around here would just as soon forget. I've written my share of obits over the years, but this one's left me with a double-clove hitch in my gut. And it isn't because I've been asked to memorialize a man I've never met. I am effectively replacing him. I am sitting in his office now, reclining in his squeaky old chair. Worst of all, when I asked what his cause of death was, they told me creative differences.
Shakes tonight, sir.
These chains form an X on the door to the crypt. Perhaps we could break them, were the right tool equipped. If you find such an item, then have the girl nab it. Trespass and theft have become quite her habit.
Five bells in the morning watch. Haven't seen a... Stay.
I like this.
'Cause we have the address, we know where it goes back, so once we sequence everything, we're able to reconstruct what the original message that you're encoding or digital information that you were encoding in there.
Yes, Mammoth, I know that. About
Yes, he knows.
one of the female mirrors is having an issue I think you may be better suited for.
I will be right there.
Why is all of this out?
I'm extracting toxin
Why?
because I want to know.
Are you making a weapon?
Why would you say something like that?
I am merely considering who we work for.
You're being paranoid.
Occupational hazard.
All I am saying is if something happens, I hope you rescue your two-legged children before your six-legged ones.
Of course! You're being insane, Abal. Besides, nothing is going to happen to us. You know that. Abal?
Of course.
Say, if my bees die, so do your precious flowers.
The desert rose is renowned for surviving in adverse conditions. I am sure they can live without your colony.
My bees make honey. What do your flowers yield?
Death. The roots are quite toxic, you know.
Therein lies the difference between you and me, Abal. As a hobbyist, I don't delight myself with pain and suffering.
You do not have to. As an occupation, your bees are content to do it for you.
Do you have a research partner?
Not currently.
Good. I have just the person in mind for you. Do you know Dr. Amash?
Never heard of him.
You'll like her.
Her? Her? Yes.
Does it bother you?
Does what bother?
That Dr. Amash is a woman.
Of course not.
Okay.
She's American?
No. Iranian, I think. Dr. Perez, what would you say is the most important consideration in your particular field?
Ethics.
Ethics. Are you ethical, Dr. Perez?
Certainly.
No, you are not. If you were, I wouldn't be here in your office right now. Are you offended?
A little bit.
You are, however, principled. And that is why I am here. Do you know what I am proposing to do in my research facility?
I think I do.
I'm going to ask you again, what is the most important consideration in your particular field?
For me personally, can it be done?
I'll see you Monday, and together we'll find out.
Overseer, how may I help you, sir?
Oh, please don't get up. I am actually looking for Dr. Perez.
I believe he is reading to the mirrors.
Reading? They received that sort of stimulation then?
Only very recently. It is your manifesto.
Our manifesto.
Of course.
Is this yours?
I am sorry I did not inform you that I would be bringing a radio.
It is okay.
I do not use it anymore.
Why is that?
Mammoth. He gets upset. He heard me tell Noam, Dr. Perez, that the radio waves cut through our brains. They are invisible signals. Mammoth did not like that. And once he has an idea in his head, it is difficult to get rid of it.
I see. I would like you to start using the radio again. But only when Mammoth is around.
Sir.
Yes. Yes, I will watch from that feed, whenever he enters the room.
What is the scientific purpose of this?
You said Dr. Peretz was with the mirrors. I think I will go see him now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's something.
Are you cold?
I'm okay.
The heat is out. Not just my office, but the entire building.
I'll pace.
Yes, keep the blood flowing.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Thank you.
And they grow right here on the windowsill.
Most times of the year, you see them on the roads. Fields of them, growing freely.
I'm afraid I didn't see much besides snow on the drive-in.
People think this country is all desert. Hot, flat, dry. But we are high up in the mountains.
May I sit? You are a gifted comparative genomicist. Do you know why I'm here?
To offer me a job.
An opportunity. Did your medical director explain it to you?
Briefly. Encoding.
Precisely. Are you up to the challenge, Dr. Amar?
With all due respect, it is not much of a challenge. A zettabyte may be a lot of data for you, but for us, it is a trifle. At most, we are talking about a gram of synthetic DNA.
I'm not talking about synthetic DNA.
Then where do you want your data stored?
No. About what is it? Sit down.
I think we killed someone.
What? Stop. Stop this pacing. Sit. About what happened?
Not murder. A pre-cal. We drowned him. We must have drowned him in the moat.
Why was the pre-cal in the moat?
I don't know. At first I thought it was one of ours. Then I was sure a Prizrak had found us out. But it was a pre-cal. A male pre-cal.
Okay, Abba. We have to get him out of there, okay?
I feel so bad for Mama.
Abba, we must leave here.
We can make this go away, right?
And it's worse than that. I heard the transmission.
You did? You know what I have been trying to tell you?
You're right, Abba.
It's the American government.
You're right.
They will put us in jail. They will lock us away forever.
We'll figure something out. But first, we must get the pre-cal out of the moat. We bury him before anyone knows he's missing.
When did life become this?
Take it or leave it.
Are you
And what's the matter?
Lately, you sound distant.
Probably our new encryption tech.
I don't mean the phone line.
I know what you mean. I'm flat out with Terminus. Data collection is a beguiling Lorelei, Richard. It's keeping all of us very engaged at present.
Let's be clear about something. You signed an oath to collect and store for the clandestine agencies of the U.S. government. That does not empower you to tamper with or exploit any of the information in Terminus, nor does it allow you to play Peeping Tom into the private lives of the American people.
Vice Admiral, we are in business together, in pursuit of a common interest. But do not tell me what to do. I am not an American citizen. Terminus is not U.S. property. You rent from me.
Hey, calm down. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
We have no feathers to ruffle. 40 years of living in your country left me plucked bare.
Sorry you feel that way. We are in your debt. As a nation, and me, personally.
Don't get soft, Richard. I didn't make your problems go away out of some personal obligation. I just think you're the best man for the job. So go do that job. And leave me alone to do mine.
Take it or leave it. I'm not offended. But it is a mistake.
It's a very nice tie. But I need to go out in the brass. There's no other choice.
You walk out there like that, and all the public sees is a battleship.
Well, there's no way around it. It's so...
Why, Richard, you seem unhinged. Do you need to lie down?
I get like this sometimes.
Look, it's just a tie. Wear what you like. I won't belabor the point further.
No, it's not that. I'm not a face man. I hate this dog and pony show.
Relax. This is our opportunity to tell our side of things. We've done nothing wrong.
What's my opener?
Just tell them the truth. Here, tell them what you told me the night of the inauguration.
I believe in what this agency has been entrusted to do, right down to my soul.
Soul's good.
To defend our nation, our allies, and our agents abroad from outside threats.
Lose the but excellent. And remember.
Remember what?
Civlib.
Oh, all right. And to defend our nation while protecting the civil liberties of our citizens.
Good. But Vice Admiral Matthews, what about your vast array of data centers? Those can't strictly be for saving information on other foreign threats. Surely they are used to store evidence on U.S. citizens as well.
Of the data centers on U.S. soil? Absolutely not. We do not hold data on the citizens of the United States there.
Stop. No, I'm impressed. Marjorie will be proud of you.
Oh, that reminds me. I should call her.
After. First, you need to go out there and tell the people how we intend to save them, Mr. Director.
And what's the matter?
Lately, you sound distant.
Probably our new encryption tech.
Take it or leave it. I'm not offended. But it is a mistake.
It's a very nice tie.
Are you watching the TV?
I am. It would seem my whistleblower made good.
It wasn't her. This guy was a system admin, operating under his own warped sense of justice.
What? What about my plant?
She never made her move.
Well, what the hell is this guy's story?
I don't know, but I'd prefer we had control of all the variables here.
Vice Admiral, you don't need to talk to me about control. Just follow the protocol. Tax evasion, stripper girlfriend. In fact, if there's something you want me to run a search on, I'd be happy.
Don't get carried away. You keep the day-to-day to us. I do wish we had the prefab package with what's-her-name. She He came with a strong motive to discredit.
Well, look on the bright side. No one can trace this back to you. Plausible deniability. Now we can hasten our move to Terminus.
I suppose.
Richard, this is the black eye we needed. Let's fumble the follow-up like we discussed, and look grossly incompetent doing so. Then we'll go talk to the DOD about outsourcing.
You sound almost flippant.
Where is this noble fool? I want to send him a token of appreciation.
And I'd like to send him up the river on charges of violating the Espionage Act. But he's fled the country.
To what destination?
Russia.
Ah, a spy after my own